So it turns out that Release is actually really old. It actually started out as a coming of age story that dealt more with race more than anything else. Like you were an elf girl and you had an evil sister that cursed you with this magical eye, and then when the eye opened up, stuff blew up, and it was still interesting, but it just wasn't what it became. Even though some of those elements are still in the final version. But then I get saved maybe almost 2 or 3 years later after I had conceptualized this thing, and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't do it, and yada yada yada, but it kept on coming back into my mind, so I began to venture back into it, and I did some pretty radical changes. I changed the sister who was evil to being the main protagonist of the story, so that was something that I didn't think I would want to do as a Christian, but that sure the heck was what happened. So the biggest thing that changed in my developmental process was actually starting out with fervent prayer. So I would just pray and write and pray and write and pray and conceptualize, and that was pretty much my process. And remind you that I have this religious idea about what I could or could not do, and that God was stuffy, was going to take away all the fun out of it. And it turned out that when I just prayed and came to him with some things, this is the game that popped out. So that should let us all know something right there. And what's even more interesting about this whole thing is that there are concepts that I put in this game that I had to catch up to spiritually to get full understanding about it. And there's still some mysteries in there that I haven't fully caught up with yet. I'm not saying that I've made some kind of incoherent story and that I'm proud of it. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that this is a weird game because of the process has been so unique. So even I'm interested to see what comes out in the end.